There's a massive problem with our financial institution, and it's not what you think. The issue is lack of financial education. So today's video, I'm going to break down 3 factors that you may not know when you haven't been taught by your local banker or your financial advisor. And it's an understanding of macroeconomics and why only 6% of Americans have $1 million. And $1 million at 4% at retirement is only about $40,000 to $50,000 in retirement income, depending on inflation. So if only 6% of Americans have $1 million, what does that mean for the other 94%? That means they're going to live just over broke the rest of their lives. They're going to trade time for money, to try to retire, to have to downsize, to struggle and bitch about the government. No action is a decision. Indecision is a decision. So first, we need to understand the indoctrination system. Go to school, get a job, get a 401k. Oh, and if they match it, that's fantastic. 401k is a tax code. I want you to go look up that tax code and read it. There's also a tax code 7702, which is around insurance products and tax-free retirement. Go study that tax code. So what a lot of people don't realize is they feel like we're being taxed like crazy right now. But check this out. Look at taxes in the 1980s. So if you're putting your money into a 401k and you're taxed later at retirement, what if taxes are back at this type of rate? So now you've worked your ass off. You're giving a large portion of your retirement back in taxes. And there's an eerie familiarity to the feeling right now with the interest rates skyrocketing. Check this out. This was in the 1980s. Remember, we detached from the gold standard in 1971. We had massive amounts of money being printed in the system because we were broke. The government had not enough money to service the debt. And in 1980s, we experienced a high amount of inflation and interest rates went through the roof. Well, what's happening right now? The feds are raising interest rates to cool inflation. There's a reason why people talk about getting into a Roth. Guys, that's not a wealth vehicle either. If you make over $250,000 a year, look it up, you can't even get a Roth. Wealthy people are not using 401ks and Roth IRAs. They're indexing their money into cash value insurance products. They're using the variable markets, the stock markets, and the crypto markets to catch boom and bust cycles. They're buying when you're selling, and they're selling when you're buying. They're also borrowing against their assets tax-free and putting into more cash-generating assets. So your homework is to go look up this tax code, 7702. This is Index Universal Life Example. So what we've taught is our warriors how to index their money, to secure their principal, to understand that they can become their own bank. It's called the infinity banking concept. But what I'm here to do is teach you financial education. All you know is because you haven't asked any questions is that you go to school, get a job, if you can, pension's dead, and you get a 401k to just survive. But remember, only 6% of people in America have $1 million, and that's not a lot of money. So you're going to trust that at retirement, the taxes will hopefully be cheaper? I doubt it. So you're gambling with your retirement by allowing someone else to, number 1, handle your money, number 2, to not give you education on your money, and number 3, to continue to trade time for money. So if you're my age and you're in your 40s, I'm 47, you better activate now. And if you're in your 20s, you're in a great position to flip the script and compound your wealth like you wouldn't believe with products like Index Universal Life. You want to be balling out of control like all these fools on Instagram and TikTok showing all this stuff that probably don't have the money that they say they do? Flip the script on them. When you're 40, 50 years old and you got 3.2 million sitting in a tax-free retirement account that you can borrow against tax-free, that's a flex. And if you're my age and you're the head of household, it's time to activate. Because I remind you, only 6% of people in America have $1 million. And that's not a lot of money. The wealth gap is massive. Warriors, let's get your shit together. Let's go. I want to share this with my friends. I will never proactively DM you. Those are scammers. No Telegram. No, not on Instagram. Not on WhatsApp. If you message us, we will message you back. We do everything in the protection of our Warrior Academy, www.32warrioracademy.com, or everything is a description here in my bio. We do everything under the protection of our academy because of thousands of scammers. I love you guys. I want to protect you guys. Love you.